Hello, my name's Andrew. I'm going to be showing you a little bit of what you can do with your shops using our software. For demonstration purposes, we're going to be using a test shop here today. So if you see any wonky like license plates being test instead of an actual license plate number, that's the reason why. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into it. What can you do? Let's just say if a customer walks into the shop and is looking to put new tires on their vehicle. Well, you can easily do that by clicking on the quick work order button up here. That'll take us to the quick ticket section. As the name implies, it's a quick way to write up a customer. So let's just say that it's an existing customer that's been in your shop before with a last name of M-U-R Murray. And they have the 2002 Toyota Tacoma. We'll go ahead and click on that vehicle there. It'll go ahead and populate the rest of the fields with the customer's information if it's already there. And assuming that all the information is correct for the customer, we'll go ahead and enter in the mileage of the vehicle. We'll say that this vehicle has 200,000 miles on it. We'll go ahead and click on Save and Create New Work Order. And that'll take us to this screen. If the customer is just coming in for a wheel alignment or to rotate their tires or to balance the tires, you can easily do that just by clicking on the buttons and doing so. But our customer wants new tires, so we'll go ahead and click cancel here, and we'll go ahead and click on the buy tires section. That'll take us to this screen here. As you can see on the bottom left, the OEM factory tire size for this specific vehicle is 225 by 75 by 15. So let's say the customer wants the exact same tire size as OEM. So we'll go ahead and enter 225 by 75, and you can see a list of tires that are available to us from this mock-up shop that we have. We'll go ahead and select these MasterTrack tires for demonstration purposes. So once we select it, it'll auto-populate the part number and the description of the tire, as well as how much it costs per tire. We can go ahead and say that the customer wants 4 tires. It'll now populate the rest of the field. It'll automatically include balance fee, valve stem fee, wheel alignment fee, if the customer wants that. If they don't, you can obviously just uncheck the include box. It'll auto-calculate your FET tax, and if your shop charges a disposal fee, it'll go ahead and do that there. If your shop offers a tire protection and a tire hazard warranty service, then it'll populate there. Because this test shop does not have it, then obviously these fields are blank. You can go ahead and see the quantity of tires that you have in stock. So for this shop here, we have 4 of these specific tires in stock, ready to go. If you're dealing with a vehicle that has a different size front tire to rear tire, you can just go ahead and click on this button down here, and it'll generate a second field where you can then enter in a second tire size. So let's say that the rear tires have a tire size of 265 by 75 R15. You can go ahead and select that, and let's say we're going to put these 225s. We're just going to do 2 of them for the front tires, and then we'll just do 2 of the 265s for the rear tires. It'll go ahead and do all that good stuff. We're not going to be adding rear tires since this Toyota Tacoma just has 4 tires that are the same size. So we're just going to be doing 4 tires of the 225s. Let's go ahead and attach to work order. And you can see here on the left, we have a list of the work that's going to be done on the vehicle. So we're going to be balancing 4 tires. We're going to have a 2-wheel alignment. We're going to be mounting and installing new tires. We have the FET tax, and then we also have the disposal fee. It is worth noting that every one of these items, as you hover over them, it'll give you a more detailed breakdown of the labor or the part that's in question. Leading on to part, you can see all the parts that are going to be required for the job at hand on the right side. If everything looks in order to you, then you can go ahead and select the service writer for the job. This will allow you to be able to separate jobs out by service writer. This mockup shop only has Tom Brady working for us, so we'll go ahead and select Tom Brady as our service writer and go File and Print Work Order. This is a copy of what the customer will receive as a printout. You can print as many copies of these as you want just by clicking on the print button here. It'll load this up with a preview of what you can print. I don't have a printer connected to my computer, so obviously I can't print anything, but that's what it'll look like. We'll go ahead and click cancel. And once you're happy with all of that and you want to continue on with your day, you can just go ahead and click on the continue button. And that'll take you right back to the main screen where you can now see our 2002 Toyota Tacoma is now in the listing for vehicles that need to be serviced. All right, I had to go ahead and cut so that I could log into the Covina location so that I can go ahead and show you how to send and receive tires from your different shop locations. To do that, you just navigate up here, click on Stock File Reports, go to Current Stock Adjusts. On this screen here, you can search up specific tires, or if you wanted to just view a full list, you can click on Full Stock File. And you can see a full list of all tires that have been or currently are stocked in your warehouse. If you want to adjust the stock of individual shops, you can just click on Stock Only. And let's go ahead and say that we want to adjust the stock of these 225 tires right here. On the right side, you can see that we are logged in as the Covina site. Covina has 4 tires on hand. Ontario and Glendora also have 4 tires. But let's go ahead and send Glendora 2 extra tires. Well, we can just go ahead and click on the send button here. It'll give us a mock-up of what we're going to be sending. You can see we already have pending items that are in transfer, but all this information looks good. So let's go ahead and click on transfer. And now that has gone into the pending section. So we'll go ahead and click exit, exit, and you can see transfer information right here. And you can see at the top here, we have the send request that we just made for the Glendora site. Below that, you can see a list of tires that we are going to be sending or receiving from other locations. So we are also going to be sending tires to the Ontario site. And you can see the list, the description of those tires here. We're just going to be sending them 1. But let's focus back on the Glendora site that we are going to be sending 2 tires to. All this information looks good. Let's go ahead and click send and then send selected. You can see it's now added to the transfer list. Once the Glendora site receives these 2 tires, they will go ahead and mark it up in their system as received. And this status will change from transfer to received. And you'll know that the tire has been received by Glendora. It will take the tire out of Covina's stock and add it to Glendora's.